and I think it has a lot of power. My biggest thing is kind of having that trace feature work really effectively, and having it not be so edgy. Sometimes it gets really edgy. I don't know if you can smooth those features out. There's definitely a way. So that'd be where I'd go with that, and maybe being able to kind of manipulate those polygons more. But anyways, that was really cool. And that was probably the biggest thing of like kind of learning a new program. I used GIMP, which was not too bad, but Illustrator was kind of the coolest thing I did. And then I transitioned into audio. Audio was exciting. I wish my voice had turned out better, but that's beyond the point. And Jim Grooms asked me about kind of this bitterness or this cynicism that kind of seeped into my post. There's definitely, if I just start looking through the titles recently because I was archiving, you definitely see a transition and change in my language from the beginning of the semester towards as the middle and the end. And I don't know if that was frustration with work. There was I'll just put it out there, there was the whole incident with me and Jack's audio clip in one class. And maybe I was just kind of frustrated. Also, I kind of realized I could write whatever I want, and no one ever really critically said. Often really didn't say anything much about what I wrote. I know Linda commented once on my poster of propaganda poster, and I had this write-up, which was kind of fun to do, and she said that was really well written, but no one ever really responded to what I said, or at times didn't read it and then asked a question about that, which I explained, but it's alright. So that was just kind of the audio side, bitterness side of Muslims as it's transitioned. And I definitely think a part of it's just a lack of time. Sometimes the ideas just don't come out right ahead, and I just do a stream of consciousness writing. And so I like, yeah, even my remix was probably my worst write-ups. Because I did that Sunday night, which I haven't done before, but I did remix Sunday night. And I'm just leaving that out there for the one person who's going to watch already all 12 minutes of this. Some of the bigger issues with DS-106 is kind of keeping... Now let's go into general. Some of the bigger things with DS-106. I was really interested in this space and really excited about it, as I talked about, but when I go to the main site again, it's kind of lost that magic or that excitement where I know all those posts, I know there's just like hundreds of people writing random posts from all over the place on that front page, and I kind of stopped going through them. Maybe because I can't keep up with my own class's posts, but that was kind of an exciting thing. I don't know if this is actually a pretty good idea. If there's some way, because this is kind of the next place, is how to incorporate the different realms of DS-106. Because there's divisions. I don't even know what goes on in Alan Levine's class. And, I had that connection with Tokyo 50mm. Well, Tokyo does not know Muslims, but I have that connection. That's a really cool connection. And I've gone back to it occasionally. And so, how do you kind of keep that connection going? Or how do you build those connections in different places and get people interested in different things? Because I think just hearing what students say about Mary Wash isn't the most exciting thing. And so kind of incorporating these different realms would be kind of cool. There's the Inspire, but is the Inspire going to transition into Class 1? Or is it going to transition into actual DS-106 community and have people going into that? So maybe it can be some kind of week or assignment where you have to to take people's blogs from a different section. You have to find one blog post and maybe write about it or say why you're excited about it. Maybe a small thing, but maybe it would be a way to have a space kind of incorporating the different realms. If you get that idea. And the other significant part is maybe this is kind of into incorporating these other realms, but sometimes I feel as though some students are singled out in their praise without giving credit to where credit is due in other places. And you definitely should applaud people for their work, but I think no, I'm not saying to jump on Muslims.com and celebrate that. I think I've already gotten more than enough credit, but just to really make sure that there's this kind of dialogue in other places, not just going back to the same students, and really trying to push other. Because I think if you have a student who's never been mentioned in class, maybe that's discouraging, and even if their things aren't often the best, maybe find some kind of bright glimmer of hope to embolden and brazen their hearts. What else? Let's see. What did I gain most from this course? There's a question on my computer. I think I'm pretty excited about being able to use all these different mediums and to really acknowledge that there isn't some kind of you don't have to go to film school to be a filmmaker, or you don't have to go to design school to do design. And I think there's this kind of idea, there's this idea happened anywhere, that specialization is reserved to the specialist, and that unless you go through the mediums to specialize in something, that you aren't who you say you are, you aren't a photographer. And this course has opened me up to saying that, well, maybe I don't have those skills, but I don't think I'm incapable of learning them or being interested in them or developing those kind of ideas. And I think this is a foot in the door. I don't think my film editing isn't probably going to be great, but I don't think it means that I can't do it or that I need years of training. And often, I think kind of the cool thing, maybe what people fear, is this transition of making tools easier to use and the interface practical to allow people to do really cool things, such as Final Cut Pro. I've only used it briefly, but it's really powerful, but it doesn't take that much knowledge or that technicality to understand it and produce something that's somewhat commendable. So it's kind of interesting to see that develop. This is 18 minutes, so I'm going to call it a halt. Thank you for listening to this. I doubt anyone's actually endured for the 18 minutes, but that's all I have to say. This is Muslims, MUZZUMS.com. See ya.